Oh my God, there seriously is a gray. Hello?
Hello, darling. How are you? What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I have so many gray hairs. I am like 99% sure that this 4-month sleep regression is giving me grays.
Oh, well, darling, it is all downhill from here. Listen, Aunt Karen, the 4-month sleep regression is real and it can be a serious struggle. But you know what? It's all uphill from here. All too often, I hear stories from parents who are telling me that their baby slept like a champ until 4 months old, and then it went all downhill. Welcome to the 4-month sleep regression. Let's talk about how we're gonna get you to the other side, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. Hey guys, I'm Missy Yondo, your favorite pediatric sleep consultant and potty training coach. I've helped hundreds of parents navigate through their struggles with sleep training and potty training, and today I am going to give you all my juicy info on the 4-month sleep regression. If you have a baby or toddler, you're going to want to stick around on my channel and check out all of my new videos. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel, click the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. So we are going to start with the basics with the 4-month sleep regression and talk about why it happens, what exactly it is, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty details on how to get through this regression while getting more sleep. So first things first, what is the 4-month sleep regression and why does it happen? During your baby's first few months of life, their sleep cycles are very immature. They're either in a deep sleep or they're not sleeping. Once your baby is 4 months old, their sleep cycles mature and they are actually having more adult-like sleep patterns. The way that your baby sleeps at 4 months old is actually how your baby can sleep for the rest of their lives. Your baby might be going through this 4-month sleep regression if you notice that your baby is waking more often, not going down as easily, not napping on the go so much anymore, and overall just needing a lot more assistance going to sleep and staying asleep. So now we know when this happens, why this happens, and what exactly happens. But now we need to talk about how to get through it. If you have a toddler, you're probably familiar with the song and or book, Going on a Bear Hunt. And what happens is the kids want to go on a bear hunt, they see a cave, they can't go over it, they can't go under it, can't go around it, they have to go through it. And that is exactly what we're going to do with the 4-month sleep regression. You can't go over it, you can't go under it, you can't get around it, so we're just gonna get through it. Because your baby's sleep habits are becoming more adult-like, you're going to want to make sure that your baby is ready to sleep as an adult would. That means that you need to have a perfect sleeping environment for your baby. Your baby needs to not be swaddled anymore. You need to make sure that you have proper wake windows, and you need to make sure that you have removed all sleep prop associations. So let's elaborate on some of those points. When you're making sure that you have a perfect sleep environment, what I want you to do, if you're choosing to keep your baby in your room for longer than 4 months, which is totally fine, the American Academy of Pediatrics actually recommends to have your baby in your room for 6 to 12 months. And it is totally a parental decision. You can decide when you're ready to have your baby in their own room. But if you decide to keep your baby in your room with you, then I definitely want you to move the crib or the bassinet or the pack and play, whatever you are using to have your baby sleep in, move it to the other side of the room, or at least give yourself some distance between you and your child. Now that your baby has more adult-like sleep cycles, your baby can hear you when you're moving through your sleep cycles. So if you're rolling over in the middle of the night, moving through your sleep cycles, that may actually wake up your baby if your baby is in a lighter sleep part of their sleep cycle. Does that make sense? So basically what I want you to do is give yourself some space from between you and your child. Move the crib or bassinet, whatever you're using. We already covered all those points. Move your baby's sleep location across the room, at the foot of your bed, somewhere so that your baby's ear is not right next to you where you may be rolling over and waking them up. You want to make sure that your baby has enough space in their sleep area so that they can spread out and get comfortable. A lot of times I have parents come to me saying, you know, I used to rock my baby to sleep and she was fine. I would put her down and she would sleep through the night, and now as soon as I lay her down, she wakes up and she just can't get comfortable. Well, sometimes your baby is outgrowing their bassinet at this point and you may need to move on to something bigger. So this is a great time to transition to the crib. Whether that means the crib is in your room or in your baby's nursery, it is a good time for your baby to have a lot more room to spread out and get comfortable. Speaking of being able to spread out and get comfortable, I touched on this briefly, but make sure that you are not swaddling your baby anymore at this point. If your baby has not already shown signs of rolling over, I am sure that your baby will start showing signs of rolling any day now. So it's time to stop swaddling. It is a good idea to start using a sleep sack or a zippity zip or a love to dream transitional swaddle, anything that will get your baby out of the swaddle and into more of a sleep sack situation. So I did touch briefly on having appropriate wake windows for your baby, but you need to make sure that your baby is not overtired or undertired. At 4 months old, you have to expect inconsistencies and unpredictability in nap lengths. They're not all going to be an hour long. They're not all going to be 2 hours long. Sometimes you may get a 2-hour nap out of your baby, but other times you might just get a 30-minute nap, and you have to just be able to go with the flow and follow their appropriate wake windows rather than trying to set a by-the-clock schedule at this age. It is so important that you are not causing overtiredness for your baby because you're trying too soon to push a by-the-clock schedule. Now, the last thing that I really wanted to elaborate on is teaching your baby independent sleep skills. Obviously, this is the bread and butter, the meat and potatoes. This is what I do as a sleep consultant. If your baby is relying on sleep prop associations to get to sleep at bedtime and all through the night, it's time to break those habits. Maybe you're rocking your baby to sleep. Maybe you need to bounce on a yoga ball to get your baby to sleep. Maybe you are nursing, bottle feeding, walking, pacing the room. Maybe you need to swing and sway and pretend you're like swinging from a tree or something. Seriously, I have heard so many stories of parents like literally saying that they have to swing their babies to get them to fall asleep. If that is you, please join my slumber party. This is the perfect time to sleep train your baby, because once your baby knows how to sleep independently at 4 months old, you're golden. Like, seriously golden. Yes, you're gonna go through some sleep regressions. Yes, you're gonna have teething and sickness and all these things that might hinder their ability to sleep well all through the night for the rest of their entire lives. Of course, there's gonna be struggles, but if your baby has these self-soothing independent sleep skills from 4 months old, you are going to have so much less issues with sleep down the road for the long run. So like I said, join my slumber party. My slumber party is a monthly group sleep training program. So you have the opportunity every single month to join the slumber party. So if you're not ready now, you can join next month. We start on the first Tuesday of every month, and it is a 10-day sleep training program. So you may start the program waking up every 2 hours, and in 10 days from the start day, you could be sleeping 12 hours. Well, your baby could be sleeping for 12 hours. I don't know if you're gonna go to bed at 7 p.m. and wake up at 7 a.m., but if you do, great. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you learned a lot about the 4-month sleep regression. Remember, it is not so much a regression as it is a progression. We are moving forward and maturing and starting to sleep better. You can get through this. I know you can. If you have any stories about the 4-month sleep regression that your baby went through, I want you to leave your stories in the comments down below. Give some inspiration and motivation to parents who maybe be stumbling upon this video because they're looking for advice to get through it. So leave them some encouragement. Tell them you can do it. We can get through this sleep regression. And as always, if you ever need help, just send me an email, missy@slumberandbloom.com. But if you are ready for one-on-one help and you want a personalized sleep plan, fill out my contact form right here. Fill out all the information, and we will get a call set up so that we can get on the phone, talk about your situation, and figure out how to get on the other side. So give this video a thumbs up, share it with all your friends, and I will see you next time. Bye! I have some serious focus issues. Do you think I have ADHD? Sorry for the interruption. I have a joke. It's not really a joke, but hey guys. That's not that cheesy, is it? I might have ADHD. It's fine. It's fine. I just had way too much caffeine. And that's all. This is just caffeine. I'm just, okay. All right, bye.